To get started on your watercolor painting, you'll need to transfer your image onto your watercolor paper. You have a couple of options. You can transfer it like I do, or you can sketch it directly onto your watercolor paper. You can also use a grid method in transferring an image onto your watercolor paper. There are a couple of options, but I find that this is the quickest way. And I usually start with the line drawing, which I'll always provide in my classes. And you'll need a pacer. I use a pacer because it just has a really fine tip, which gives you really fine lines as you draw it on. And then a kneadable eraser, which is just, you can just mold it into whichever shape you like. It's also sticky, so it picks up any of the graphite on your watercolor paper. And then this is your transfer paper. So it's white on one side and then grey, which is like the graphite on the other side. I just used the brand Express It transfer paper, which seems to work really well. They also have this white transfer paper, which you can use on darker backgrounds, which is really cool too. And then you'll need some washi tape, which you can kind of get from most stores, art stores and things like that. It's just I get this one from Kmart actually. So it's just a really gentle sticky tape, which won't rip your watercolor paper or damage it in any way. I also use this washi tape to create borders around my watercolor paintings. You don't have to do that, but sometimes it looks quite nice there. I'll do that on the top and the bottom. Then I also use this washi tape to attach it to my line drawing. So you just line it up where you would like it to be sitting. Then you tape it across the top. Make sure you get quite a large piece of tape across the top there, so that you can, as you're transferring it, you can lift it up to check it and it won't come off the top. And then you put your transfer paper underneath the line drawing. Make sure you've got the right side facing down. And sketch away. Oops. Make sure it's all lined up there. So now I'll lift it up and have a look. It's probably a good idea to check every now and then while you're drawing it, to make sure you've got everything in the right place. And if you're happy with that sketch, then you can remove this, the tracing paper and the line drawing. And what I usually do at this point is it's generally really light. So I'll look at my reference photo and I'll make some adjustments where I need to, just to darken it up slightly so that I can see it a little bit better while I'm painting. And sometimes when you're transferring, it doesn't transfer very well, and you kind of, just have to sketch it out a little bit, just to make some lines a little bit sharper and things like that. But basically you are, at this point, you're just ready to start painting.